What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dawnful video. Now, last time we left off, we kind of left off with the Vermillion Boss. This is kind of like I'm guessing one of the last bosses in the game. It seems like it, at least. I believe they recommend a level 60. We're level 83, but I don't see how you're going to go into your level 60. You'd be like way under leveled for all the other foes you're fighting in the game if you did level 60. But I'll show you the build that I used here, and once again, I do know a lot of you guys don't like these builds, but I'll explain it all, and it'll make a ton of sense here. So, let's go into eyes. We're using eyes, bells watered off, and you'll notice I have no defense. No defense at all. We're all offense on this sucker. Now, we do have two uses on her, basically her MP attack, the thing that buffs her up really well. We do also over here have her attack up quite a bit. Not all the way, but we have it up quite a bit. It was just too expensive to go all the way with the other things we need to do. She does have 10% crit, which is really good. We also have 15% counter, which is going to be awesome because counters are going to be entirely what we're doing. And we're going to fill her SP gauge pretty quickly with that being maxed out. So we definitely want that because we're going to use her SP attack as her final attack. Now, assist-wise, we are basically being really choosy here, but we are using Haruhime, and Haruhime is the only assist I actually have buffed. We have her time compression down, so basically she'll be able to get it faster. Time expansion up to 3 seconds, so she lasts longer. And of course, her buff is up. As far as we could get it, we really couldn't go any higher. It was too expensive to go higher. But we are also using Wealth, but I haven't buffed anything on him. He's just kind of do what he does. We also have Lily down here, and we're also going to be using Ryu. Those are going to be our 4 main assists, just because they're going to do the most damage. They don't necessarily need the buffs to take this on. I just don't think we get any value out of Horn or Mikoto in this point. So, that is our build. Yes, it is a glass cannon, but let's go in here and I'll show you basically how this works. So, jumping in here. The whole goal here is we want to kind of produce damage, not take hits. We really want to get a good counter system off and nothing. See, it says recommended level 60 there. All right, so we're going to drop Haruhime at the beginning, and I missed the counter on that. I missed it. Okay, I want a really good solid run, so we're going to try this one more time. I did kind of forfeit it. We're going to mulligan this sucker. I want a really good solid run with as many counters as possible. That big hit he does there, he did there at the beginning of that one. It is randomized, so he's not guaranteed to do that one right out of the gate. We're going to pop Haruhime immediately. He's doing that attack. This one's really easy to counter, so counter that. Drop Wealth, Ryu, Lily. Get a little extra damage out there. Now, keep an eye. He's doing that big attack there. Great. We got the counter, and look how much damage we've done already. Now, that aerial attack, you could get up to 3 counters on that one in phase 1 and up to 5 in phase 2, but you've really got to get the timing right, and I did not have the timing right. But we are in phase 2 now. We took a lot of damage there. But like I said, if you're really, really good, you can get up to 5 hits on that. Basically, when they come down, you can do at least 1, sometimes 2, and then phase 2 even 3. And then when the blasts go off, you can even counter that. So we're countering those attacks. On phase 1, he does 4 of those like little sickle blasts. On phase 2, he does 6 of them. But we're going to finish this guy off with an SP. Super easy. I mean, it's all about the counters, guys. It is completely 100% about the counters. That's kind of it. And now, if you want to see the fight again, let's go ahead and back it up and we can take a look at the fight one more time. All right, so as we hop in here, one more time, I'll just kind of give this one more little analysis just to kind of give you a good run. There's Haruhime. We're getting this counter off there. Sometimes if you can go the other direction and counter it and then counter the other one, get a little bit more damage, but I really didn't need to. So we'll get all of our assist power off here. Countering that is huge. If you take that damage, it's why I mulligan the other one. That damage is a lot. Counter that. If you're really lucky, you can counter that one, but I wasn't able to. And then that blast at the end, you can even counter that. That's why I say you can get 3 hits there. All right. He's doing it again, but this is phase 2 now. I got really unlucky with the counter. I said really unlucky. My timing was off on the counters. Let's just be real. It was 100% skill issue. All right. hit the assists again. I didn't even use up all my assist powers. But you really want to counter that. And then we can go in here, counter this, and then we'll finish him off with the SP. It's really like, once you get the timing down, the timing is the hardest part of all this. And it's such a huge value. In fact, I probably could have done the SP earlier and finished him off. Didn't even see how much damage that did. Well, let's double check that here. So the SP attack did 536 damage. That is a ton of damage. That's actually more damage than you can get from counters. And I also didn't have, it looks like Haruhime wasn't in play. I know I didn't have her buff in play. I probably could have played a little bit smarter and had those in play. But you could probably get 700-800 damage out of that with my build. And if you kind of spec it a little bit differently, you can probably get even more. But yeah, it's a big build. So my honest answer here is if you don't have the SP gauge up, probably go get it up. Like, go fight. Pause. Go fight a few other fights. Then come back in and do this once your SP gauge is full, because you really want to use that kind of as your finisher. If you do it too early, it's going to put them in phase 2 before you kind of get the timing down and you're ready. But like I said, the big aerial attacks, my recommendation is try to get the timing down so you can counter the first one, counter the third one, because you're going to dodge the second one, counter the third one, and then time it so you can counter that blast. I have a couple where I did that, but unfortunately, I don't have them in this recording. The timing on it is really hard, but if you practice it, you can get it down. When he does his cannon shot, oh, and it's worth mentioning, when he's in phase 2, instead of 3 blasts, it's 5. 5. His cannon shot, where he fires those sickles, you can kind of, he does 4 of those. If you're really good, you counter it going the same direction as the sickle, and then you can counter that one, get that second sickle, counter that one. If you're really good, you can get 2 of those in phase 1, 3 of those in phase 2. It's really handy. When he does the big blast where he brings his arm down, that does the most damage. That's a big damaging attack. No matter what, you just want to counter that. Now, my one word of warning, there's 2 things I don't think we really saw here. Number 1, he does an attack where like these meteors come from the air, and they come very slowly. Super easy to counter. In phase 2, those kind of the like icicle, like stalagmites, whatever you want to call them, those rock formations that he fires out of his like hand cannon. He does a blast in phase 2 where those can kind of come from the sky. Those come quickly, but once you get the timing down, they're really easy to counter. But over here, we finished them off so quickly, we didn't even need to bother with it. Those do hit a huge number of targets all over the map. But, you know, once again, if you play your cards right and you've got your units leveled up, honestly, if you see that coming, hit the SP and you'll probably take him out by the time he's even there. It's really not that hard. The hardest part is the timing. In fact, if you go back and watch my stream from Sunday, a lot of it was just I was exhausted and I couldn't get the timing down. But timing, guys. These glass cannon builds, not only do they work, they're mega effective because you're using his own damage and his own basically attack against him. So there you guys go. That's my recommendation. That's how I've been taking care of this. I would, once again, after this, go back in and basically commit yourself to having some defense, because you don't want to like go into the main grind with no defense. You really need some defense for that. So I'd take some attack power away, take some counter power away, etc., and then give myself a really good amount of defense. But for the boss battles, I'd take all that defense away, put it into offense, and this is how I do. It's a little bit harder, but you beat the bosses way faster. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment. If you guys are enjoying the Dawnfall series, and if you don't have Dawnfall, I would recommend going and getting it. And if you didn't see my video on it, see if you can find a Japanese copy. Number 1, it's way cheaper. Number 2, it's a physical copy you'll be able to keep forever rather than having a digital copy that who knows what's going to happen with. And then you actually own it. You can play it whenever. That's my personal take. My version is a Japanese version, and I still have all the stuff there. Like, share, comment. Catch you guys on the next one.